A huge U.S. nuclear submarine is sailing under the thick ice of the Arctic. As the submarine prepares to break through the ice to surface, it realizes that the ice is too thick to break through. After several attempts, the nuclear submarine hit an iceberg and almost broke up. In desperation, the captain ordered to fire torpedoes to blast through the ice. The soldiers quickly loaded the torpedoes and went into firing position. At that moment, one of the soldiers noticed that the torpedo tube was seeping water, so he picked up a wrench and started to repair it, but accidentally opened the hatch of the tube and a large amount of seawater instantly flooded into the hatch. When the soldiers outside saw the situation, they hurriedly closed the hatch to prevent seawater from flooding into the other compartments. When the captain realized that the torpedo room was flooded, he immediately ordered to close all the hatches and activate the auxiliary drainage system. However, the submarine had lost its balance due to the water ingress and was sinking rapidly towards the bottom of the ocean, reaching a depth of 300 meters. If the submarine could not be stopped from sinking, it could be crushed at any time. Fortunately, the soldiers were able to close the hatch at the last moment to stop the water from pouring in. The captain then ordered the torpedo room to be flooded with air to slow the submarine's descent. The rising air pressure and the freezing seawater made the men in the torpedo room suffer. Luckily, the drainage system soon resumed normal operation, and after the torpedo room was drained of seawater, the soldiers outside quickly opened the hatch and rescued the trapped soldiers inside. After the crisis was over, the submarine stopped diving and began to surface. The reason why the U.S. Army took the risk to come to the North Pole was to carry out a top-secret mission. It turns out that not long ago, the Soviet Union launched an artificial satellite with a high-definition camera that could see a cigarette box on the ground from 300 miles up in space, and the American missile bases were all captured by the camera. But when the Soviets recovered the satellite, the capsule containing the film landed near a British research station in the Arctic instead of where it was meant to be. When the U.S. Army learned of this, it quickly dispatched a nuclear submarine with orders to find and destroy the capsule before the Soviets arrived. But what the Americans didn't realize was that they had an accident just as they arrived and almost died at sea. Luckily, the captain was able to use his sonar to find a thin patch of ice and break through. But then a new problem arose.